sort of going to a TV show, and what was the
Well, you know, it's funny because if you look at the architecture of the story, Angus, come in. Ladies and gentlemen, Angus Sampson.
Happy Comic Con.
He's a xenobiologist.
Who's been to the Comic Con the most here?
Nice.
22? Come off it.
30. Okay. I was just answering this bloke's question.
What was the question?
Sure. So, you know, George R. R. Martin created a world in that 100 pages, that short 100 pages. What we did is we went in and took the characters and that world and the structure of that story and filled in all the places in between. So you could imagine it being a novel. It could easily have been a novel, but when you write a novella, you're moving very quickly between story points, and what we did is slow things down and fill in. It also gave us an opportunity to explore technology on the ship that opens up worlds that don't exist in the story itself. Like, we have this memory sphere that allows you to access your memories at any time, and so any character we can be seeing anything that they've ever experienced, and we can play with the psychology of that. So we found ways to use the ship and the environment to sort of tease out other stories that existed within the world of the novella, but weren't necessarily on the page of the novella. Everything that occurs in the novella happens in season 1. Like, we covered it pretty much from beginning to end, and it was, to answer your question, when I read that for the first time and I got to the end of the novella, I was completely blown away at the way he treated the ending and how absolutely unique and strange and fantastic it was. And so I just basically fell off my chair and was like, we have to do this as a show. So that, at that point I was in.
Can you, in the panel you said that you were trying to pay homage to the sci-fi greats. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, you'll see a lot of The Shining in 2001. Obviously, Kubrick was very great at, amazing at building worlds that had that sort of sense of dread. One thing that always fascinates me when I watch The Shining is that it's hardly ever dark. People often say it needs to be dark for horror to work. It's not true. It just needs to be scary. And so there were elements of The Shining. There's Psycho, Hitchcock's Psycho. There's a lot of that in there. Ridley Scott's Alien. Those were the big ones that we pulled from. We pulled from in different ways. Sometimes it's a feeling. Sometimes it's a visual. William Friedkin's The Exorcist. There's this iconic poster where Max von Sydow is standing there with a briefcase looking at the house, and the light is coming out in a slanted diagonal form. We have a shot where Angus's character Rowan is bringing a little case to see one of the other characters, and he freezes and the light's coming out. Like, we actually built pieces, like little breadcrumbs for horror fans to latch onto. Like, that's the poster from The Exorcist, or moments in The Shining. Like, there was that one shot where your hands are on the door. Like, there were pieces.
Recreated the storeroom shot
from Nicholson's track.
Jack's doing this. See if you've seen that documentary that Vivian Kubrick made, where Stanley's between Jack Nicholson's legs, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, if you could maybe find a way to lean on the door." So we paid deference to that and reference to that with my character. But it was almost like when I did Varga, they would have little bits little Easter eggs, I guess they call them. But you don't want to for them to be overt, but you also want to stand on the shoulders of some of Jeff and I's favourite, and hopefully all our favourites.
But also, we wanted to create a show that was really fun for horror fans. So if you're a total horror fan geek, you're going to watch this and be like, oh, there's that. And if you're not, you're going to watch it and go, oh my God, this is an incredible mission. Who are these people? And get sucked into the world. So it has to work on both levels. But we wanted to make sure, that was one of the ways in which we paid homage, was to put those images in there. Sorry. It's both at the same time. It's like, if you look at... Well,
on the sheer nature of it in space, it's science fiction.
I would honestly say that it's both at the same time, in the sense that in horror traditionally you don't deal with really big ideas, and we deal with some really big ideas here, like what is the course of the human race? What is the future of our Earth look like? How are we going to use technology to address these issues? And should we use technology to address these issues? Have we earned the right to expand, right? Have we earned the right to expand beyond our planet or not? And so those are very science fiction themes that don't necessarily fit neatly into a horror bucket.
Put up
And
with this the whole time.
he's just here to listen. I'm just teaching him how to
If you want
talk.
to leave, you can come with me.
I just want to have a wrap up right now. Thank you so
I just want
much.
everyone to know that I am president of the Angus
I know,
Sampson
we need to
So I just want to say to all the fans out there, go Angus Sampson.
She doesn't like me.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Well, I am a character on the show. I am Rowan. Even before I met this guy, I wrote that character, fell in love with that character. A lot of the words that come out of his mouth are me. And then I was like, you gotta play him. You gotta be it. I did.
Take your hand out. Take your hand out.
Oh, whoops, sorry.
Thanks very much. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.